Hey students, it's Mr. Carlson. I wanted to work through some of these two-step equations from the worksheet I assigned today, um, and hopefully to help you out, to show you how I want you to show your work and what your paper should look like at home. These are algebra equations to solve that the process is the same as one-step equations, but there's just one extra step, okay? So let me work through these a little bit. So on Google Classroom, I'll start back to where I was. Right here, day 13, I assign this worksheet right here. And you click on it. This is what it looks like. There are 15 problems on here. The answers are down here, but you still need to copy them down on a piece of paper and show your work. These will be due Friday morning, so you have today and tomorrow to work on them. But let's go ahead and get started, okay? So the first problem is, and I'm going to write it down, is 3c plus 6 equals 18, okay? So the first problem is 3 times c plus 6 equals 18. So let's kind of review the process. The first thing you want to do is draw a line down from the equal sign. This kind of reminds us that whatever we do on this side of the equation, we have to do on this side of the equation, okay? You always start on the side with the variable. So the variable's on this side, it's right there, the c. And you always start with what we call the constant, which is the number that's just by itself. It doesn't have a variable with it. See how I don't know if you heard Royal just shout Master Yoda, but he's playing a game. He's excited. Anyway, so start on the side with the variable and start with a number that's all by itself, okay? We're not going to mess with this 3 yet. We're going to do that last, okay? So here I have a plus 6 or a positive 6, so I want to get rid of that. The opposite of plus 6 is minus 6. So if I do it on this side, I have to do it on this side, okay? These 6's cancel out, right? A 6 minus 6 is 0. Those cancel out, so I'm going to cross those out. And I'm going to bring down my 3c. And I'm going to bring down my equal sign. And then 18 minus 6 is 12. Okay, so I'm done with all this. This new equation right here has been simplified from up here, okay? So now I start the whole process over. I'm starting on the side with the variable. I have this 3 now that I need to get rid of. This 3 is being multiplied. So the opposite of times 3 is divide 3. So divide 3 on this side, divide 3 on this side. These 3's go away because 3 divided by 3 is 1, and that's what we want, 1c. Okay? And 12 divided by 3 is 4. This is my final answer. And to check your work, you just plug in this 4 where c is in the original equation. So 3 times 4 is 12, plus 6 is 18. So I know that I'm right. And then you can just double check. You can go here, scroll down, 1c equals 4. See that? So that's how you're going to check your work. You can't just write down these answers though. Okay, guys, you have to show your work. Your paper, when you take a picture of this and email it to me, you're going to have 15 problems that look like this. Okay? And I'm going to work some more with you. All right, let's look at number 2. 2 is, I'm going to go here. This is 2. 3v plus 9 equals 15. Okay? Draw your line. Start on the side of the variable. Here I have plus 9. I want to get rid of that first. So minus 9 on both sides. Okay? That goes away. Bring down my 3v and my equal sign. 15 minus 9 is 6. Now I look at this 3. This is a multiplying 3, so I need to divide by 3 on both sides. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. So my final answer here is v equals 2. Okay? Let's look at number 3. 3 is 3 times z plus 3 equals 27. Draw your line down from the equal sign. Start on the side with the variable. That's this side. I have this 3, which is with the variable, and this plus 3, or positive 3. I want to start with this 3 because it's called a constant. It's all alone. It's a lot easier to get rid of. Remember, you always deal with the number in the variable last. Okay? So minus 3. So the opposite of plus 3 is minus 3. If I do it on this side, I have to do it on this side. These go away because they cancel out. Bring down your 3z equals 27 minus 23, or excuse me, 27 minus 3 is 24. And then this is a multiplying 3, so to get rid of this 3, you divide 3, divide 3. These 3's cancel out. Bring down your z because that's all you have left. Equals, and 24 divided by 3 is 8. Okay? That's my final answer. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 says 3c, a lot of 3's in this worksheet. I did that on purpose. These are all a number being multiplied by a variable and then adding or subtracting a number, okay? We're doing this on purpose to get you some practice with kind of the same numbers, and then, of course, they'll get a little harder. So 4 is 3c plus 2 equals 2, okay? Draw your line down. Start on the side of the variable. Start with a constant, the number that's all by itself. That's a plus 2. The opposite of plus 2 is minus 2, and you got to do it on both sides. Those 2's cancel out. Bring down your 3c equals 2 minus 2 is 0. And that's okay. Don't let that bother you. 0 is a number, and we can have that in an answer or in an equation. Now, if I divide by 3, this is asking you what times 3 is 0. You might know that that's going to be 0, okay? So 3 divided by 3, we have to get rid of both of them. C equals 0 divided by 3 is 0. My answer is 0. Double check our work here. That was number 4. And look, 4 is 0, okay? All right, 5 is a little different. Okay, so let's look at 5. 5 has a minus 5 now, okay? So the process is the exact same, but we're just going to do the opposite operation of subtraction. Let me show you what I mean. We have 3a minus 5 equals 7, okay? Here we are, 3a, so 3 times a minus 5 equals 7. Same process, draw your line down. Start on the side of the variable. I'm not going to mess with 3a yet. I'm going to do that last. I'm going to start with this minus 5 or negative 5. The opposite of minus 5 is plus 5. So if I do it on this side, I got to do it on this side. Remember, to get rid of a number, you always have to do the opposite operation, or the inverse operation is what we call it. So these cancel out. Bring down your 3a equals, and 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay? Now I got to get rid of this 3. This is a multiplying 3, so I need to divide 3 to get rid of it. And I have to do it on both sides. Those 3's cancel out. They become 1. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So a equals 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay? All right, I'm going to do one more like that. Let's look at number 6. Scrolling back up here. Actually, 6 is an addition 1. Let's jump to 8. I'm going to do 8, okay? Let's look at number 8. 8 is 2y minus 10 equals 8, all right? So I'm doing number 8. 2y minus 10 equals 8. Draw your line down. Start on the side of the variable. I'm going to get rid of this minus 10 first. The opposite of minus 10 is plus 10, and I need to do that on both sides. These cancel out, and I'm left with 2y equals 8 plus 10 is 18. Okay, and now I want to get rid of this 2. The opposite of multiply 2 is divide 2, so do that on both sides. And I'm left with y equals 18 divided by 2 is 9. Okay, so let's see if I was right. I can double check my work. 8 is 9. That's right. See that? Okay. And remember, if you don't have an answer key, what's great about algebra is you can always check your work. And how you do that is you plug in this answer for y into the original equation, okay? So if y is 9, that means 2 times 9, which is 18, minus 10, that is 8. So if your answer is the one that it shows here, that means you got it right, okay? So I just worked out 6 problems for you out of the 15 that you needed to do on this worksheet, okay? So please work out the rest. This is due Friday morning. If you get stuck on any of them, shoot me an email. Tell me what number you're having a hard time with, or type it in the email, and I'll work it through, okay? Have a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. I miss your faces. I miss seeing you in the classroom. I hope you and your family are doing great. Me and my family are doing well. We're kind of ready for all this to be over too. But hang in there. We're in this one together, okay? Talk to you soon.